Alright, fine. I'm doing it. Fine. Hello everyone, Spanky here, and welcome to a very special stream of I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Here's the options thing. Isn't it nice? I had to mute this music for bloody ages because it was driving me up the wall. I've been listening to this track on loop for about the last 20 minutes, setting everything up. I hope you appreciate the horrors I have go through for you. Shall we start a new game? Do I have to? I mean, I could play Doom instead, if it's not too much trouble. No? Alright then. Every fibre in my body does not want my finger to click this button. No, I don't want to do it. Fine. New game, what horrors have I wrought? First Others Tank is your name. My name is Spanky. Oh, no lowercase. Okay. Boom. There we go. Do I have to keep typing? I hope I don't have to keep typing. Biscuits. We don't get them in the UK. We get chicken. I like the crispy strips. Or at least I used to like crispy strips. So last time I had KFC, it was shite. Anyway, hello YouTube. How you doing? Very well. Don't wink at the camera. It's terrifying. Oh dear. Is my camera frozen? No, it's not. I watch myself on a small screen. I can't tell if I'm moving or not. It's hard to tell if I'm dead or alive. Game? Oh, game has happened. You see it softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. I'm not a student. Is that a flying chicken on this? I have questions already. You know what? Don't care. The world is peaceful and serene. No, it bloody isn't. If you looked outside, you could stay in the moment forever. Well, that's horrifying. Wake up now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep. Please stop that. Smack the clock, stop it. Bloody hell. Ha ha! Colonel Silver. Good evening. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. That's such a generic name. Your mind begins to wander. You take this seriously or allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Let's take it seriously. You better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Am I talking to myself? There's no one else in this room. I mean, in real life and in game as well, it's very confusing. Oh no, I've gone meta. You bust through the morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed. Hair equals comb. Pits equals deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. The Japanese take KFC very seriously. Look, it's fun. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door. Oh, I do. It doesn't mean this kind of biscuit, does it? But I'm going to confidently grab a biscuit. How do you confidently grab a biscuit? Let's do it anyway. I can't eat biscuits on screen. It's really crunching. I'm me taking. Welcome to Spanky Eats Biscuits on stream, because he didn't want to play Colonel Sanders. How you doing? This is my Saturday night. I could be out partying. Instead I'm doing this. I'll go on walk. Straight out the door. Head off to class now. You've got biscuit on your mouth. That's what you need to get your blood flowing. My biscuit and your biscuit look very different. I've got chocolate hobnobs. Oh, I got to school quick. So I haven't been out partying for years. Actually, pretty much exactly. It came from my memories. I was at a Blood Earth gig last year, and I remember going to that. Yeah. Anyway, enough about my boring life. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. I can't read. That's good. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. That's my best friend, guys. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Apparently. I thought my best friend was Cypher. Good morning, Spanky. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Technically every day is the first day of the rest of our lives. Oh, look about it, could help. better organized. It's hard to tell from my house from this angle. Oh god, I've got chocolate on my fingers. Also, if the sound keeps going blurr, don't worry about it. It does that. It's my PC. I don't stream on PC, but I'm doing it. Actually, because I sure am. I started a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. Eating a biscuit is a mistake. I have to eat like the ones with all the bits in it. As you know, hobnobs are tend to do. That's going to be my T4 stream. It's going to drive me nuts. The ravages of age. It's just like this morning. I made breakfast by myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? I don't taste love in my breakfast cereal either when I pour the milk on it. It's a living nightmare. Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents. Like Lloyd Grossman. She's always held herself to a very high standard. Is that why she's crying in public? Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. I feel like there's a grander adventure going on there. That's an episode of Rugrats waiting to happen. I never get used to the sound of women crying. It happens more often than you think. But for University of Crocking School, Academy for Learnings, that's a horrible title, please change it. It does not roll off the tongue at all. Famous 3-day only semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never 3-day only semesters? What the fuck? Okay. Our university does it for 3 years. Normally. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. That's me doing dramatic, everyone. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she took her through practicing on a mannequin. We've all been there. Pet talk your best friend. Change the subject to school to... Pet talk, that'd be more fun. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you you were destined for great things. Remember that car with a fancy looking tower, and the other car featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit? I wonder who that could be. Bet his name rhymes with Bernal Banders. I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time you'll be graduating. You'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. She's going to the toilet. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. If not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You did. What's going on with her fingers? They seem very widespread. Are they finger licking good fingers? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe... I don't believe it! Turn to Victor Mildred. Excellent. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks their box and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands. We have custom-engraved measuring spoons? Ooh, la-dee-da. Hey. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil. But you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. The music job with that sound that I heard on tap doesn't quite work. Hello, Ashley. I wouldn't see you there, chicken shins. Who are you calling a chicken shin? They should be calling me a chicken wash, just like Zell in Final Fantasy VIII. This is how it starts, guys. You leave Spanky's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. If you say so. Apparently this is turned into a striptease. That's not going to attract Sanders, is it? You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Oh, that's the opposite of me. I shortened my name. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. This is a conversation that's happening. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. This music's going to drive me down the fucking bend. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. Okay, now the music's sort of adding to that. has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van Van? You rang? What the fuck am I playing? What have you made me play? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close to you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Not a little bit more devious, substantially more devious. That's too much devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people to attend as students. I know, right? You think they'll just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. Is he shirtless under that? He is. I don't know. On the first day of school about to start, there's no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. I don't know what to say to this. See you later, losers. Jump scare child. As you approach the door. Stop that. Stop the noises. You see a goofy looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. I didn't expect that. I'll be honest. Oopsie. I think it's broke. Did you break your ass? You reach forward and easily pull the door open. They put too much effort into this game, and I don't know whether to be impressed or call the police. That should do the trick. I love you. Child is telling me they love me. Move quickly on. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but he's been reading it upside down. What? Hi, Pop. I'm Spanky, so... Are you going to make me hold this door all day? No. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? It's just you. I promise you it's just you. I think it's just you. Yeah, the game agrees. You did, Silver. You both shook your shoulders before following him into the building. Please stop this music. Who the hell is that a picture of? I don't know. You stand at the edge of the room and... Is that Jerry Seinfeld? Maybe? You sit at the edge of the room and show where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes its place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Headphones were a mistake for this game. Now, quiet down, everyone. He has a literal podium. Is it Al Gore? Or you mean Super Cereal? Now, quiet down, everyone. It's Sprinkles! Sprinkles the dog is here. Who is this reasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of Newcastle. Yes. Please come with Professor Dog. Okay, Sprinkles. I may be cute and a little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Gotta pause for the woof. It's a pause buffer. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever, which I have many complaints about. You know anything about culinary school? You don't have animals in your kitchen. That's a little hit from me to you. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. It's just like that scene from Captain America: Brave New World. I'm chilly. Somebody close the window. Right, Bob. And then he walks in. I don't know why I'm looking around it. You're immediately swept up in the awe of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Thank you. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Oh, hang on. I'm not dressed rightly. I've got to dress properly. Fries go with KFC, didn't they? I forgot to put this on. I took a photo of it before I did the stream and I forgot to put it on. I also thought the Los Polos Hermanos shirt was the best thing to wear for this as well. What is going on with Miriam's face? It's him! It's... Monty Python's Flying Circus. If it isn't my favourite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Hold on, he's been introduced as Harland, not Colonel. Interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Okay, Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Like a James Bond thing. His hushed murmur rolls to the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bleed across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Thanks for working at me, guys. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Maybe you should open a window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class. And what is it with all you really weird insults? Besides, when Spanky sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. I've been weirdly insulted. You take a moment to clean yourself up. I don't have any wipes, guys. You'll just have to bear with. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Yes, I wear links. Shut up. It's cheap. It's a bit warm in here as it happens. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. Rule number 1, don't spray deodorant. It is a foreign substance in food. Don't do that. I've failed. A birthplace of culinary legends past, present and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. I drink your milkshake. Yeah, that works because it's KFC. There might even be really adorable tiny food. I like tiny foods. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. Interesting. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Can I take Pokemon with me? Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. It's Pro Jared. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone's had a good summer. I really miss. Stop with that sound effect. What the hell is that? Slender Man. Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognise me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. I don't know, it sounded like a hot air dryer going off. I'm breaking. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. And that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable! Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town in his tiny wheel. Clank? Who the fuck's Clank? You see the student Twinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. This is where the class bursts into laughter. Ha! What the fuck is he meant to be? Why has he got a vice on his head? Is that meant to be an oven? Was that meant to be a deep fry? What the fuck are you? Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkle walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. I should have had Brossy here to sniff me. It would be weird. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. I'll get a fucking multivitamin as well now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. I think I've gone above and beyond for this. I have a multivitamin if the game's telling me I need to take one. I've done everything else so far. Right, we're happy. Hey, drink my nose. Hang on. Don't do drugs, kids. He says doing drugs on school. On school? Fuck. This game's broken me already. Some multivitamins allowed, look. Look, it says totally not ecstasy pills. See? We're good. Don't sue me. Anyway, you should be taking better care of yourself. tell me about it and play fucking Love You, Colonel Sanders. I'm not surprised. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. It is? We didn't know who he was. How do we know it's well known? You decided to try and butter him up by giving him a treat for in your pocket, but what kind? I mean, it's got to be chicken snack, isn't it? You reach beneath your apron, return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favourite! Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor. That's my favourite Eddie Murphy film. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm droggy drool. You see the other student eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If you want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavours on them at all times. Yes, that's a good life lesson. You should take that away, chat. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favourite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey Spanky, there's still a seat here. Seems no one has claimed a seat next to me if you're interested. What do we do, guys? Do we sit by Colonel Sanders or sit by best friend, who apparently our best friend is not Miriam because it doesn't say her name. It's the best friend the dog. What do you reckon, chat? 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1. Best friend. You move to take your seat by Miriam. Stop buzzing. I'm so glad you're near me to support me throughout this class. Yes. I guess, bros. Yes. Of course, you're my best friends. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders. He has such a magnetic personality. And there's a seat open right next to him. Looking at this schoolroom, all the seats are empty. We could have picked anything. Also, why is there a triangle here? What the fuck has that got to do with culinary school? Is Pythagoras' theorem going to come into play? Because it's never once in all the history of running kitchens I've done for real. I'll never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get the chance to talk to him later in the semester. I got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Mim mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is so darn dreamy. He is. As soon as you settle into your suit, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Hot shot. Yay, a quiz about me. Oh, that made me laugh. This culinary importance of a surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your eyes sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. Yes. You make me tongue-tied, tongue-tied, tongue-tied. Oh, I haven't got time for Red Wolf. If train A is travelling to point B and train B is travelling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely, looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to a tree as chicken is to... Ever? That's right. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? You've mentioned spork, so spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. A pancake that looks like a silly face is probably what I'll go with, but I think it's going to be that one. Oh, we're fucking nailing this. Is Sprinkles a good boy? Yes. He's a talking dog coach in the culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Perfect score, 5 out of 5. Fucking, I am brilliant at this game. I like this game. I'm good at it. I like games I'm good at. Well, be honest. Did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Oh, impressed Colonel Sanders. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. I don't know where it is. I used to have a chef hat. Can I fucking find it? Nope. No idea where that's gone. Hot diggity dog, Spanky. You scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. I think that's how every game ought to be based on now. Playing Donkey Kong. Yeah, you got a high score, but do you have Colonel Sanders points? May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Is it that you're a good boy? Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. That's as nice as any restaurant, is it? The hardback plastic chairs. Alright then. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. I'm not saying Daddy Sanders apart from that one occasion where I just said Daddy Sanders and that one as well. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Oh no, it's Slenderman. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologise for my tardiness. You see, I was... Does this guy just never get a name, or... Is that the joke? Does he always get cut off? Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was... It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Yeah. But I... Shush. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shush. In honour of the new semester, I prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. So do I, Shadow. So do I. It must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, the smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but well, the rumour is true. Why am I doing the Bill and Ted pose? Is this your hand? Colonel Sanders has a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer into the light. That'll be a term on it. Piled high, huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden fish. It's not really chicken, is it? It's the other students. That's a good advert for KFC. It would mean it was proper meat, not processed shite. The aroma around you. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. I feel warm and safe, guys. No, I'm not. I feel very unsafe playing this. I feel like I'm on some kind of list of playing this. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Yeah, for 1970 maybe. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. That's what I normally do. Watching the game whilst I'm on a diet is a bad idea. Sorry. Unfortunately, I don't plan my streaming schedules around people's diets. Good lord. This is why I haven't played Turnip Boy Robs a Bank yet. For years, I am developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavours. Why don't perfect balance be 12? Because 11's an odd number. Maybe I will. Shadow. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling. Oh, for fuck's sake. It'll have to be a notepad. What's with all the props tonight? I don't normally have props. But that's all I'll say about that. What do I say about what? Do I not get to write anything down? What, you think you want me a super secret? Oh, for fuck. I'll give up. I'll give up. Why read? Why read? Apparently I just can't. I shall make a note that I can't read. I'm more prepared than Resident Evil. You think I would? It's surprising, isn't it? I haven't played this. This is all this happenstance. Van, what do you think? We want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Sure. Nah, my dude, nah. What is going on with your hair? I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him. Forest chip hats. Where have you been, Adrian? You missed the first half hour. Oh, good evening as well. There we go. I took it off while I went to get multivitamins on the stream. Because that happened. Just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients... Yeah, you heard that. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. I was saying sick burns. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. I don't have a diary, I'm not in a diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realises that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. It does look a bit like that guy from Sky Wars, doesn't he? I found the perfect date. No, but apparently we found the perfect fried chicken and the goodest of boys. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, I will take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! I don't have a bucket, but I do have a small plastic thing of pick and mix. I'm gonna get fat playing this. There's now a biscuit and a marshmallow. And a multivitamin. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Another dimension. I haven't got time for Beastie Boys. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavour. Savour the moments and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart will swim towards the light. What do we do, guys? What do we do? This is trying to simulate what eating fried chicken is like. Because it's not far off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Savour. It's got no U in it. This game's not British. It docks points for that. Why are you scared of the letter U, America? The flavour, again, flavours. The flavours in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. That's now 2 Red Dwarf quotes we've had today. Eat that, and there might be a quiz afterwards. Along with the flavours, you feel something that could only be described as love. For a man? For a flavour? Are they the same? What flavour is man? Is it chicken? After tasting this food, you try and get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Do not have any other choices. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break his silence. I don't know why his hand's always in his pocket. I think he's doing something. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk with you for a second. Anything first, fellow chef. What exactly was in that chicken? I was going to say something, but I'm not. How bold of you to come out and ask. You have a chicken staff. Is that a cockstick? What is this game? It's an idea I have for a combination of flavours that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret, and in fact I've got some of my own that I'll be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. Can. That's what stalking is. Have you not seen Baby Reindeer? You know what to say about secrets. Colonel, shouldn't learning be fun? Aww. You've got Moxie, I'll give you that. Who's Moxie? Why have you kidnapped her? Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. Yes. There's no one else here. That teen Sprangles. And then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Can you imagine if I had other people around here and they were watching me play this? Better get a thought. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... Oh, it's just moved on. I thought I just highlighted it and it's just made another box. No. Blank. Wow, you never guess it. Right. There's 11 herbs and spices, right? 2 have got to be salt and pepper. So that's 9. Is the rest Haribo? Haribo is a spice. Purple is a fruit. Maybe it's purple. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders had disappeared while everyone else is in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's just fucking music again. Oh, it's you again. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. And then the sweet release of death afterwards. It sounds like you have big plans. Sounds like you got broken back. We are bus full of buns. Buns isn't one of the spices. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is a perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him to show your own strength, wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up, be modest and thoughtful. Which one shall we do? That's clearly the wrong one. Do we be modest and thoughtful or show him my own strength? Which one? What do we do? I don't think I'm capable of being thoughtful. Have you seen my content? 5, 4, 3... You can't neg Daddy Sanders. Fine. We'll be modest then. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. His flavors are complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savoury, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Spanky. I get too cocky, Biggie. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know I've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. I don't know where this is going. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena. That's not that big. Where the afternoon section will take each place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. I bet you could. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally we get to show our stuff. And then cook something. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? And they show you the stuff and then you blow it. Am I getting confused with something else? You're not going to blow it! You're not going to blow it! I think my hat said it better than anyone could. Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans if you're going to earn your signature. Adorable tiny food creations. Welcome students to the cooking arena. I think my clip button's working. For today's stream, we're cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over you, but unable to control yourself, your pants on Colonel Sanders. Unable to... What? Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson? I'm not tackling you. I mean, I've drawn your pants on you. I'm not tackling you. A team of two, that is me and you. Do I not get any choices to who I woo? Do I have to woo Colonel Sanders? Want to be my partner? Sure, Spanky. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, boop, buzz. He probably has. Hey, my, two potential partners. It's going to strange places. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but it's the price that you pay for not being alone forever. Are we meant to take away a message from it? Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Pop or Clank? I'd go with Clank myself, because, you know, he's a robot. Or maybe Pop is as well. Fuck, we don't know yet. Robot, yeah, thought so. You can't argue with Robot. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. That's the kind of thing I'd write. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. What? Hold on then, fella. I don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about it. Ugh. Tissue? I hardly know you. This game's making me laugh and I don't like it. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. It looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide it up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Very well, Silver. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Don't get too steamy. What dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? It's chicken, isn't it? Steak tartar seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders in mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. It's mashed potatoes and gravy, isn't it? Fuck it, that's what I'm going with. Yep, we got hearts for that. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. Let's make that a catchphrase. We can boil them, mash them, or stick them in the stew. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? I've just noticed you've got chicken legs on your chicken thighs. Okay. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. I thought... What? Someone call for me. No, geez, Van. I'm over here crushing Spanky's dreams. You were supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Game done like this. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? What fucking lyrics? Actually, no. It looked like Spanky was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. This is quite loud. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ah, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a fire and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Yeah, I think that sums it up. Oh, it's not finished. As she is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. That's Colonel Sanders, hunks of hunks in your time of need. I mean, we could... No. Hunk of hunks, how can you say no to hunks of hunks? I'm here to learn and express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prime donors. Partners were chosen to begin in the class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? Oh, Shadowbeam, did you see that two of my emotes have now animated? Kevin, Hype, and another one. A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Spanky as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behaviour, say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has... Shut up. I can't hear myself think. Based on your team's behaviour, you say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you has Spanky's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realise that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for a flavour. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention is up. Did we just put up with a fight and make perfect mashed potatoes at the same time? That's one way of self-defense, I guess. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. We're Mash Man, everyone's favourite superhero. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. I don't know, that seems a bit disjointed, those two sentences. Unrelated, but Granny would be very proud. This my mash is wearing nothing at all. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The three of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Ah, sporks, bringing people together since... well, the game came out, I suppose. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. No, not music was electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Free the spork! And the Ukraine. You can do two things. Together you dig the utensil into mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, the music kicks in again. You fling the sporkful of mashed potato right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. There's a woman crying and a woman screaming. Again, these are things I'm used to. Van, do something, do something. Scooping up a finger for you, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there. Spanky, we do not waste room in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. Oh, angered sprinkles. If you throw one more spoonful, you're best prepared to be prepared for it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes, face? Thanks, Pop. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes. Fucking set it on an axe. Mashed potatoes were great, prophetic. In just a few moments, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my speciality. Braised tentacle of octopus in a silky smoked water sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade, forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who have the first bite. And you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. It does, doesn't it? No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus has rushed and may have been turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. It killed him. Why are you asking for student murder? Well, that's happened now. Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment. There's almost immediately back at his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. It's fucking Ralph Wiggum, isn't it? The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd while they are motionless as statues. A cast bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I don't say the word inoculated very often. Here we are. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Piss off, ghost. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Like, walk? He floats. He's a ghost. Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken over another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realise I was making them. They were amazing. Tasted them reminded me reading's hard, guys. Tasted them reminded me of... Deep breaths. I think I got marshmallow on my teeth. Tasting them reminded me of... Why can't I say this line? Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food and to begin with. There we are. We got through it. We got down the end. It fucking has. I can't wait to put this on YouTube. It's going to be so fucking funny. It'll get all one like. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now, it might be a perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. I am. I mean, he is a nicely sculpted PNG, I'll give him that. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Spanky? There's something I need to tell you. Do we get the music again? Hold it right there. He's combing his hair as well. He's doing that whole trot. There's something I need to tell you first. Should you be arrested for first-degree murder? You poisoned and killed a student. Oh, jeez. Choking was important. Maybe it is. That's day 3. You see, when I was a young boy, I had a dream that one day I'll be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, always lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. Bread on a plate, yo! We need chicken on a plate, not bread on a plate. But hey. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you? Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? That's what I said. Very well, apart from him playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders, but apart from that, everything's good. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? So in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I am the hero. The Spork monster is here to fight. What? That escalated quickly. Do we question this? This is now happening. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was laying down my guard and connecting you with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose or is it just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Bonk. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. Spit hot gravy at you. Take 1 damage. Always on the attack. You don't need to defend. It worked last time, right? Cook with love. Cook with love was 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mash mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? The secret third option. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. What attack will you use? Cook with love again. Exactly. You don't have to defend. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once to one. Spork Monster uses user. What do you even pronounce that? Utility. That. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Fine, I'll take the hint. Defend. What defense will you use? Trepidation. You curl into a ball. I'm not cut out for this. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for his ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Pinch! Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. Oh, I see. You got the kill. You took my XP. What a bastard. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast or finish him. What do we do, chat? What do we do? Do we take the Mortal Kombat route? Or the cowardly way out? The unfun one. Gotta finish him, man. 5, 4, 3. Spare him. Fine. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast for long enough to realise that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but on closer inspection is so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. I don't know what to expect from this game, but sure as shit wasn't this. The last name to have signed out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. That's the dog's real name, isn't it? The Bork is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realise that your final attack has left you completely depleted. My final attack was curling up into a ball. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Darkness imprisoning me. What did I see? Absolute horror. And Spork Monsters. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made... How does he know where I live? Made it around. What a guy. This is free on Steam, by the way. You don't have to pay for this. Well, Daddy Sanders certainly carried that fine, didn't he? You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love dreams are weird. There's a ghost on the nugget. Meanwhile, you awake on day 2 and set to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Are we going to fly through space on cheeky nuggies? And there was a secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. You have to jump on tables and shout, my Colonel, my Colonel. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the sport monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, don't you dare say pregnant. I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? Oh, like the Legend of Zelda baddie. I can get behind that. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him I like. Him. Like him. We got talking after class. He's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but she's really smart. She banged a robot, didn't she? Told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that doesn't make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom... I've read that as Porn King, and I hate that I read it as Porn King. Prom King at a school he didn't even go to. And was... At a school he didn't go to. And was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming. It's best not to think about that, shall I? Let's just see where this goes. Hopefully not there. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Yeah. It's been about that way for the last hour. Either way, maybe you'd like it best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, you'll think... Look, high school never ends, right? But popularity just drifted off throughout the years. Trust me, I know. We definitely collected yesterday. Haha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? I can think of many reasons why people wouldn't be into me. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You are great, Jack. Don't let anyone who isn't Colonel Sanders tell you otherwise. You have no idea how to prove that your love is real. But if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Here. Maybe checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. Ellipses. So this summer, while I was on a vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dry flower petals, and if I did him a big favour, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavour was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. BRB, no problem, Shadow? Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has known it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should we protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I think we should protect it. Tell her the secret ingredient. No, I'm not. No, I'm making a fake ingredient. Because I want to see what the fake ingredient could possibly be. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? That's crap. Come on. Eye of Newt. Wow. You do better than that. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. Is she going to make the main thing? Trying to make these spices and kill someone? That's already happened once. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask to confirm she was definitely not texting secret silver people, you're interrupted. A wind pushes in. Cherry bottoms fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a horse. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Look at his horse. His horse is amazing. Can we give it a lick? Does it taste like KFC? Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting him with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Have you not seen this stream? That's happened for quite some time now. I didn't realise anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseyful beauty to have. I mean, what a horseyful beauty you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. You did. And he came to us on a horse. That's Spanky. Just gets really nervous around people they like. What? This is not helping. I mean, I got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, with I think Al Gore and Jerry Seinfeld's the child in the corner, you see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimental restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. Try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. All over Colonel Sanders. No. Well there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make a bee and make your own wax, honey? Tell her to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but if I really get close, I want to cry. Get closer up. You're sitting near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. Ahem, it is time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're Emperor of Cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panic. Was that meant to say panache? I don't know. If it doesn't hurt to use a little evil, you finally get a look at what they were hiding. You instantly recognise it. It's a book, just like the one you found after the encounter with the spork monster. It's the same book you found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind the back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice I haven't just been studying the book. They've got pop pins to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Hey, babe. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how to talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzzt, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from the stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Whoops. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. I thought we were, what with there being a lady, but stop. Save it for the arena, at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? We've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but also a dog. Yes, in case we forgot. Students, please take your seats. Where should we take them? I apologise for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. I wasn't moaning about tardiness on the first day. But now I'm here. Well, I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. I know, it's shocking as well. I'm surprised too. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favourite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson? Truly, you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was the chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders. As you miss most of the important parts. I want to hear the chicken Declaration of Independence. That sounds fascinating. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Spanky? Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. What do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper. A dog biscuit. A glass of water. Pepper? A brightly coloured pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way. So naturally you reach out to it, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. You mean the heat coming from Colonel Sanders? What the fuck? The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. The spice must flow. My friend, ooh. That's my ghost impression, guys. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message, ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. It'll work through. Cough. To fulfill. Cough. The prophecy. Cough, cough. You must... I cough a lot on this channel because I've legitimately got throat problems. And the one time we do coughing on stream, it doesn't happen. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. Well, we've managed to make a species extinct. Well done, us. We all make mistakes, and I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Oh, come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rival has entered to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared by a time competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics for these two is off the charts. It's like watching Team Rocket. Someone tell him you're on, demand they stop wasting... No, it's on. Oh, it's on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you two fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Good van, Van. I like your gumption. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach your building point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words "timer ready." It has, you know. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope that message is issue to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. Yeah, but diamonds don't shine. I hate that song, Shine Right Like Diamond, because they don't shine. They don't even radiate. They reflect light. They refract it. Anyway. You had this chicken, you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. You're feeling like you can really impress him here again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Try using that as a line before you go into a fight. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, fuck, have I actually got to do? What temperature is royal boil at? 100. That's right, but how would you even got to this school without knowing that? Do we have to test my culinary knowledge now? Fuck. Pressure's on. When it gets to rub my furry belly, let that enticing officer motivate you. That's all the motivation I need, doggo. You're going to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices you say you used? 11! I'm all out of gum. I'm here to boil mashed potato, and I'm all out of gum. It's got one of the 11 secret herbs and spices. That's right, you might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you've got some basic steps in, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavour? Trust. That's wrong! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. No. I thought it'd be trust. Your classmates are rooted for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. That'll be a great time to harness energy. So where does it come from? Small town where big dreams are born. That's right. This is your shot. You're not going to miss it. Aroo! Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is standard success? Sizzling? Wrong! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders at the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Spanky. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now you can think about it as Colonel Sanders. I was with... Oh, fuck. Oh, that was going so fast. I couldn't look at it. You're stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. What do you take? What a hunk. Game's very confusing. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Oh. Me and Colonel Sanders riding on the gondola. Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. And let's station over. Ashley is already beginning plating elements of her dish. It's colourful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Support! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilise in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Where? You might not have any hands, but Spanky does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realise how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Spanky, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by this quickly spinning beaters. There's no way he'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stops what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hands. You simply can't go on. Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Spanky's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a ride away of delights, taking you on a journey of flavour that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Where is Chef Excellence when you need him? I was going to ask Spanky to do the honour, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the cream of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Is someone else going to die? Colonel Sanders, you won't mind lending me your strong and steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you find a delicate fried cheese groat. Okay. This claim. Atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nugget, and a pearls of blueberry gelatin. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Metaphor. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Yes, he places a sauce-covered finger on his lips. Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his moustache. Shall we internalise the rage or feel, or put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley? Despite all my rage, we're still just KFC in a cage. Oh, that doesn't make sense. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. Eternalise. Eternal conflict eyes. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face. Which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. I'm not burning my eyebrows off on screen. I have to draw the line somewhere. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult inside of you. A storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders! He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that running with the mixer and the small fire. You should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think we've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome. Successful. Motivated. No, my name is Spanky. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I walked this lonely road for the fried chicken. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an Yes. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Smelly too. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. Didn't even shot you up. Is that Breaking Bad? People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labour, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! This is your moment to know it's intimate. You're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the Spork Monster! Battle scar for the night before you prepare for the worst. Porco. It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back and after the whole fight to the death thing, but maybe you really don't want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you and I apologise. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Ah, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there were no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologise for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a Spork Monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once. Where we go, Shadow? We've still got another day yet. Could all turn around. Who knows where this could go? Well, no. I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. And magic... You know, I'm starting to think... I'm starting to get a slight fear that this is not based on a true story. Because I know the true story of Colonel Sanders. And it doesn't involve magical spellbooks, can you believe? Precisely, I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. I'm from Street Fighter. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. Did we catch Sport Monster? Do we get to give it a nickname? It sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Spanky together and I sure we can defeat them. You don't know everything Daddy Sanders did. Well, not everything. I don't know like his toilet habits or anything like that. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A hideaway? Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home. Is that a live chicken? Is that live or stuffed? Stepping inside Sanders' home and surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Is that Ashes there? Old baby with glasses and a chicken. A camel. And Kentucky. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. This place smells of a rich mahogany. What am I thinking of, Anchorman? Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decisions to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining, never stopping. Have you been working on any new recipes in your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavours and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? I'm going to reveal myself to Colonel Sanders. Don't take that out of context. You decide you're ready as ever, you'll be able to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light. Colonel Sanders looks hideaway. Magnificent. Has anyone ever described coleslaw as magnificent? It's just there. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw. Take a moment to process that. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Is he going to get the gimp suit yet? You realise now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap a night to discover more about the Colonel. Ashes. Take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. Dusty, but when you wipe it off you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of my past careers and business failures." Poor guy. This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared something style? Scented candle, you pick it up to identify it's gravy, isn't it? Power tool. Fresh starch collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake. Summer of 69. I got my first real 6 stream then. No, it's one of the secret recipes. It's blank. Tag nice to discover more about the Colonel. All the doors open. So I didn't want my hearing anyway. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet to find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one of its hangers and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on and wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it just looked good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide now's the moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold, you fess up and tell the truth. What do we do, chat? Do we fess up, tell him we're cold, or make a big move? Turns out talking constantly is hard in the throat, who'd have thought? 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. I don't know. Make a big move. Ah, damn. Cool. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't that kind of game. It's not. Don't really blame you for trying. But still. Try again. Give up. Try again. It's game over. There's game overs in this. Apparently. How far back does this take us? Have I got to do this shit again? This game has game overs. Or is it going to do something else? Is it going to put the rug underneath me and do something completely different? Okay. Well, let's take 6 time. It's just taking me all the way back here. Fucking has. Oh my god, it's took me so far back. Let's go fast forward all this shit. Hello, Captain.
Oh, me? Nah, I'm just a worm.
Reveal. We'll go to the same answers. Yeah, don't like that. We'll do the same. Can't believe this has fucking game overs. Now let's click on the same things. Let's keep consistency. Oh, that's not open there. Not open last time. Oh no, I clicked on the candle, didn't I? Candle. Now I can get on the suit. And go deaf again.
Aww.
Right. So you've got fess up and tell the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakdown gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Spanky. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. I think we should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. And stop to burp. Dream sequence! Zzz. Ghost is still there. You awake to a beautiful morning, Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Well, I didn't get game over, so that's happened. Today's a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. If the recipe is the secret, how would I know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. That's breakfast. I want to eat KFC for breakfast, I'll be honest with you. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Taking down a peg, flatter him. What do we do? What do we do, chat? Taking down a peg or flattering? Not flatten him. That's different. What do you reckon? My life is in your hands, guys. I don't want another game over. 10, 9, 4, 7, 8, 3, flatter. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could I be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school. After all, the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. How did you get into my house? Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Did you bang a robot again? I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I don't find you. I got worried that you... You got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the Saga of Miriam. Is that the same as Legend as Older as the Saga of Miriam? Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I went on a fig. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But I was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Becky, with the resub! No tune? I know it's coming. Alright, alerts will play when it feels like it. Thank you for the resub, Becky. It's certainly up there, isn't it? I hope you're doing well. There it is. What fucking time? What time do you call this? Well, Becky, we reached a charity milestone goal, so I promised I'd stream it, so here we are. It's certainly being a thing. Don't worry, this will go on YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. It's been fucking hilarious. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection... Wowzers. Hi, YouTube Rossi. Ooh. We need more biscuits, I'm afraid. What's the lowest one? The lowest one is Roly Poly, 1,979. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. We can make it if we try. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. Oof. Sorry, Becky. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Hee hee, sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Aww. You
can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school? Fair point. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got the nerve, Spanky, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. What is this game? It's the KFC dating sim. It goes places. You clench your fists, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accidents makes you wince with pain. Becky, if you're interested, this game is free on Steam. Free! That's my favourite price. Daddy Sanders sex goals are set with sport monsters, talking dogs, child murder, and this. Happy Shopper Team Rocket. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrived just as it appears. Things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. What give it him one? Is everyone excited for the final day of school, Spanky? How's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke an air winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? Oh, bitch. What about the flavour of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? What about the flavour of your... It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. There's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Spanky, I'm more than capable to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into the class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Spanky. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Don't do it, me. Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news. It's a chicken grimoire. It's just something I found lying around. It appeared to be some kind of grimoire. That's what I just said. But I really don't believe in that magic stuff. You seen a magical sport monster? What? Oh. This is better than Peppa Pig. This has made me laugh quite a few times. I never thought I'd be saying that about a fucking KFC assembly. I can't even get the words in. It's so ludicrous I can't even say KFC dating simulator without it sounding slightly silly. Can you believe? Right. Grimoire, like a book of spells. I really don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book as if it weren't really powerful. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane... This is better than Doki Doki. Fine. You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will release anyone to choose from all my memories. If I screw out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better than the upcoming final... This is the last Spider-Man film. This is way too drastic. Could you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory-raising spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it. I want to do it, but I don't want to game over and start again. Don't do it. It's tempting, isn't it? You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. Ruff. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. He must be hungry. Reach for an old paperwork to give him a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. What do we do, chat? Do we give him our homework? Or wait and see? What should we do? What is the right course of action? 10, 9, 5, 5 again, 5 again, 5 once more, 4, homework. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from the last semester you forgot to turn in. Last semester? I thought this was a 3-day course. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologise for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Spanky, where you're studying something with cinnamon? What in this shit? That's pretty much from the entire stream. I've been sitting on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Spanky, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable piece of wisdom. You see. But before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room. Why do I have to click on that one? I told you to save it for after class. Bzzz. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Where? But no, you had to show after your cool friends Jeffs and Joan. J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz. Yeah, well, it doesn't make it a great day. Beat were.
Oh.
And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain. Or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beat. No, that's not a beat, that's a ping. Ah, I see you have the machine that goes ding. Clank appears to shudder. Steam pours out the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Bzz, bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank bursts out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet. It's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank suddenly rolls out the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone felt that. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a spell all over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. That's one word for it. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! TN. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Oh, is this going to be like Star Wars? Star Trek. Oh god. This is so ludicrous, I can't even finish my sentences. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay?
Oh.
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Don't waste the cocoa. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is delicious treasure. So you know this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. Isn't that always the way? I know you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. I'm just a girl in front of a pressure cooker, asking her to love me. That does something. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up. Imagine the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle me up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. We're not? Oh. Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for first someone to show a little interest anyhow. That's, facts. Maybe it gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from your cheeks. Maybe I'd have learned a lot about relationships if I played this like 30 years ago, but here we are. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You decide to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it. The location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. A test of test. Okay, Shadow. Becky. You have a nice sleepy. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man-man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to turn around a quick test of recipe you've been working on. Spanky's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you are able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, I have to say pot pie in a weird way. Your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Oh, we can have a cram session with Colonel Sanders, if you get me what I mean. Means pot pie. Spanky, what are you doing here? It's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. What was that part about not even Stephicus would use that? Hello, Stephicus. Oh, just taking it all in. I just read that. The pot pie is beginning to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Yeah, true. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head. Well, last time we gave Colonel Sanders' head, it cost you a cook-off. I'm not surprised. You decided it's time to cut your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Let's up about your practice dish. Oh, you like that? Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. I don't know why I'm saying pot pie like that. That's just no. Kind of slanders. There'd be no slanders of the Sanders. There's an oddly specific distance. We expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. I've been described as that. No, oddly smelly. Oddly smelling man is how I've been described. You know it was a pot pie from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. Why am I doing that? That's not what I normally pronounce it. With an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. My body's telling me nose. Oh, is it burning? No, you can smell it was made of from a heaping helping of TLC. Or the pop band. But I'll probably start burning any second if you don't put it out. Oh, the moment of truth. Wow! That's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Or is this the final boss? Probably. The sport monster's going to help us. Spickles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, it's set to cook with everything you've got. Oh, we've got a pot pie. We've already cooked it. We win. You step up to the cook-off for a lifetime. The music's got a proper intense. I'm glad I turned the music down because Christ, it's been loud anyway. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top styles. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. He's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe is fried chicken. It's got the fucking trademark symbols and everything. Intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Are you well, guys? Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend batter blaster! I think I've seen how to do it, Phil. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shadow personality spatula! That's me, that is. Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dire pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Batman quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him into the back door of the arena. As you frankly prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Is that a massive clear over a love heart, Eugene? Is this Kingdom Hearts? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. You should take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic. Do it the hard way. We've learned from Colonel Sanders that doing things the easy way is not the best way to do things. Which is true anyway. If something's easy to do, then it's not worth doing. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I mean, let's go on OnlyFans for that. I'm going to do it the hard way. Then I'm going to give Colonel Sanders my hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Oh God, I'm having a stroke. I believe in you, Spanky. Miriam noticed too. And I've always believed in you, Spanky, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam's at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she didn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did you get Eye of Newt from? The bunny bot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borgo? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Borgo had the day off. What the fuck? But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Sport Monster notices you've got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see where you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it. Sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salty water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country. You can feel Sport Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it all seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the strands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during Scare Tactics School, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. 7 extra power from deep within yourself, and give up and drop out of culinary school. Oh, that's 2 options. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you can ever win. We summon the extra power. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through you. I can't darn the hair orange on stream. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Spanky, you're the chosen one. You will avenge me. This game's weird, guys. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing for an entire life to this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off on the ground. Energy courses through your body. Guitar music starts playing. You know what? With this power, you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry there, Spanky. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressive for your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides you have earned this support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on, as a guitar solo kicks on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Your time expired, the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stands tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Blank? From our screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee, I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from a broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Is Pop gonna win? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCAS annual history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure out that out later. I can say onomatopoeia, no problem, but then I can't read the rest of the sentence. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny noodle anatomy? One of those. I spy her float in this itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, ready do I taste the dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Spanky, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Don't kill the dog. You've already killed one student. Now describe your dish. I made udi over the smooth egg custard in the hex of you and the urchin shell, topped with caviar. The city wow, hello. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colour type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to pour it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. No problem, Nisa. We won't be going for that much longer anyway. I think. However, well, I don't think this game's got that long to go. It's not a long game. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in. Tongue first. Beware, it is a dating sim after all. But he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Yeah, my tongue. Yeah, just a bit. Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this thing. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought this serving in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected. Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified. For glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the best last you've heard of me. Bet it is. Before enforcing this to enjoy his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yes, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Now, student Ashley, it's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue, connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempt to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Spanky? I told you, it's a display piece. Actually, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realise we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. That exists. I suppose you could smell it, if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You want no high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best. Well, it is time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing an eye in the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. Somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in the kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you pass. You're breathtaking, you're breathtaking. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When I gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, I admit that you're indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. They were supposed to do more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. to get their groove on. And we're going to end on a dance party. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the home and decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Ow! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a well-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at a graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. It was never actually a ghost. It was a trick tool to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Sport Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Sport Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what I had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. You know she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor, across the ballroom. Like a Hollywood movie premiere, who can command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and set your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, I get it now. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honour of educating the son of the Chancellor of the Sandwich. Such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew that this whole time. I have learned the ways of your kind. I must return. I must go now. My planet needs me. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You are blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. It's not hard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Ooh, he's dressed down. Just like the first day you met him, he came prepared. He has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to give him just a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I don't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the phone floor. Spanky, what are you doing sitting all alone? With this music noise going on. Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that we like to find in such a lucky person? On top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy muss, a tiny goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School and Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, you'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Spanky. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I need to do just by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? I have found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to enjoy sharing him with his other life, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Spanky, I'm sure you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! Is that actually the end? I think it might be. Yep. Did you enjoy that? That was insane. No end credits? Nope, just the end. Well, that was a game. I'm a 40-year-old white bloke. I can't dance. Okay, well, that was I Love You, Colonel Sanders. This is going on YouTube. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope... Right, so, this was a charity goal. And since we hit it, one, thanks again. You absolute legends. And in the near future, because we raised enough, I will be doing Hatterfo Boyfriend. But I want to do that for 800 followers special. I've still got a little ways to go. I need another 25. Hey, here's what it is. So it'll be coming sooner rather than later. I'm mostly delaying it because I don't actually own it. I will have to actually buy it with actual money. You know, for a bird dating simulator. Which I'm not sure if that'll be as insane as this, but here we are.